You won't believe what Yağmur Yüksel just said about Barış Baktaş. Her words have set social media on fire, and fans can't stop talking. Barış Baktaş is the most handsome man in the world, she declared in a moment that no one saw coming. But behind that bold confession lies a complicated web of emotions, jealousy, and whispers of reconciliation. Was it love speaking? Regret? Or a subtle message aimed directly at Barış himself? Stay with us till the end. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and tell us in the comments, because this story has more layers than anyone imagined. It all began with what was supposed to be a casual interview. Yağmur Yüksel, radiant and elegant as always, sat across from a talk show host who decided to stir the pot with one simple question. Who, in your opinion, is the most handsome man in Turkey? The actress smiled mysteriously, paused for a few seconds, and then dropped the bomb. Barış Baktaş. He's the most handsome man in the world, actually. The studio gasped. The host's jaw dropped. And by the time the cameras stopped rolling, the internet was already exploding. Within minutes, the clip went viral. Fans were replaying that single sentence over and over again, dissecting her tone, her expression, and that brief sparkle in her eyes. Was it nostalgia? Was she flirting with memories of the past? Or was she trying to send a message to the man who once broke her heart? For months, rumors about Yağmur and Barış had filled gossip columns. Their history was messy, a love story filled with passion, misunderstandings, and family drama. Insiders had claimed they split after his family refused to accept her, but others insisted that jealousy and career conflicts played an even bigger role. And now, after weeks of silence, Yağmur's sudden declaration reignited every rumor that had started to fade. Sources close to Barış revealed that he didn't expect such a public mention. According to one insider, he watched the clip alone late at night and was completely stunned. He reportedly told a friend that hearing her voice again, and in such a tender way, brought back everything. But while some believe this could be the spark that reignites their romance, others warn that things are far more complicated than they seem. A close acquaintance of Yağmur described the statement as spontaneous but meaningful. She wasn't promoting a new show. She wasn't being ironic. It was a moment of sincerity. You could see it in her face, the source said. Whatever happened between them, she still sees him as someone special. It wasn't about looks. It was about emotions she's never truly buried. But not everyone saw it as a sweet confession. Some fans believe her comment was a subtle dig, a reminder to Barış of what he lost. It sounded like she was saying, "You'll always be the one I wanted, but I've moved on," one fan wrote on social media. Others argued that she was simply being honest and that people were overanalyzing an innocent remark. Still, the tension between supporters and skeptics quickly divided the internet. The next morning, tabloids splashed her quote across their front pages. Yağmur Yüksel, Barış is still the one, screamed one headline. Unexpected confession rekindles old flames, wrote another. On talk shows, celebrity commentators debated whether the actress's statement was strategic, perhaps an emotional appeal, or an honest expression of lingering affection. Barış's reaction, however, remained a mystery. He didn't post anything on social media for days, which only fueled speculation. Some outlets claimed that he had been in touch with her privately. They exchanged a few messages after the interview, one source whispered. It wasn't about reconciliation yet, but it opened the door for a real conversation. Behind the scenes, jealousy began to brew. Reports surfaced that a woman Barış had been recently linked to was furious about Yağmur's statement. She allegedly unfollowed him on social media within hours of the video going viral, and insiders say she confronted him about his past with Yağmur. One outlet even reported a tense argument at a private event, where witnesses described Barış as defensive but emotional. Meanwhile, Yağmur seemed completely unbothered by the chaos she had caused. She continued posting glamorous photos, attending events, and smiling for cameras. But those who know her claim that her calm demeanor hides deeper emotions. She's always been good at hiding her pain, said a close friend. Her comment about Barış came from the heart. It wasn't calculated. She just slipped. Family drama soon entered the picture again. Rumor has it that Barış's parents were displeased with Yağmur's sudden reappearance in the media spotlight. They had reportedly hoped their son would distance himself from that chapter of his life completely. They think Yağmur is a distraction, an insider revealed. But Barış has never been able to fully let her go. Online, fans began drawing parallels between this situation and classic romantic dramas, the couple who can't seem to escape each other, no matter how much time passes. Memes, fan edits, and emotional video montages flooded TikTok and Instagram, showing old photos of the two of them together, paired with captions like, "Some stories never end." Amid the storm, Yağmur was photographed leaving a restaurant late one night alone, dressed simply, but looking thoughtful. Paparazzi caught up with her, shouting questions about her comment. She smiled softly and replied, "I said what I felt. That's all." Then she got into her car and disappeared into the night. That small statement only deepened the mystery. Entertainment journalists now speculate that Yağmur and Barış might soon cross paths again, professionally or personally. There are whispers of a new project being offered to both of them, possibly as co-stars. "It would be explosive," one producer commented. "Everyone would watch just to see if there's still chemistry between them." But whether or not they reunite on-screen or in real life, their story continues to capture hearts. There's something magnetic about their connection, the way their names always seem to appear together, even when they're apart. Every time one moves on, the other somehow returns to the narrative, like fate refusing to let go. Barış, for his part, has recently been seen spending time alone, often spotted near the same cafes they once frequented. Fans have noted how melancholic he looks in paparazzi photos, hands in his pockets, eyes lost in thought. "Maybe he realized what he lost," one follower commented. Another wrote, "You can't erase love that deep." The emotional weight of Yağmur's confession has turned into one of the biggest celebrity talking points of the year. It's not just about beauty or fame anymore. It's about vulnerability, honesty, and the complexity of human connection. People are fascinated because her words remind them that even stars, no matter how glamorous, can still ache for what once was. In the end, whether her statement was a declaration of love, a confession of nostalgia, or a poetic goodbye, it reignited a conversation that never truly died. Fans are now waiting for Barış to respond. Will he stay silent, or will he finally say what he's been holding back for so long? The story of Barış Baktaş and Yağmur Yüksel has once again become the talk of the nation, a timeless saga of beauty, heartbreak, and emotional truth. And maybe, just maybe, her words were not meant for the cameras at all, but for him, the man she once loved, and perhaps still does. So what do you think? Was Yağmur's statement a hidden love confession, or just an innocent compliment gone viral? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you believe in second chances, and don't forget to subscribe, because in this story, the next twist could come any moment.